everyone, it's Jennifer Roberts here, and I am the Pod Queen. And I have with me today a Pod Princess. That's your new name. Are you okay with that?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it works. So this is my friend Marcela, and we're going to have a conversation about fasting. But we're not going to fast while we're having a conversation about fasting. Look, we got tea, we got chocolate, and she even has sugar. So this is all about the experience right now. The fast is over. Now we can relax and have a conversation. So I wanted to bring Marcela on my Big Time Network show because Marcela is new to fasting. And so some of you that have watched, you're new to fasting also. So I wanted you to understand kind of real life what it's like. And so I'm just gonna have a real conversation with Marcela. She does not wanna be here, but she is being obedient and awesome. And so we're just gonna have a conversation. I think you'll be able to relate to what she went through and how she felt about fasting. You ready?
I'm ready.
Do you need a quick piece of chocolate?
Yeah, maybe a little one.
Yeah, see? This is what we do. On my show, we eat when we're not fasting. I think you remember the photo last time I was mounded up with all kinds of food. Yeah, well, I didn't eat all that. Don't worry. Okay, you ready?
Ready.
Okay. We do this, we get ready. Okay, so how many times, not how many times, but had you had much experience before coming to Fhop in fasting?
Not exactly. I always heard about it and the importance, but I never really made a commitment to do on a regular basis.
Yeah. So it's something you knew was good to do, but had no access to it or understanding. Exactly. Yeah. So the first time you heard that we fast in this community, what did you think?
I was a little bit scared. I was like, oh my gosh, really? Yeah. And it was a 21-day fast, so it was really intense for a first time. Yeah. So it was challenging.
Now let's just get right to it. You ready? Everyone listen, lean in. What was the hardest part?
The hard part, it was not to be able to eat chocolate.
Chocolate. You gave up chocolate.
Yes, all kind of sugar actually.
Uh-huh.
So it was really difficult.
Right.
The first days more than the last days. Yeah. But it was really difficult at the beginning.
And so, did you have some of the typical symptoms, headaches?
Absolutely. Yes.
Okay. So,
headaches, and I was like really sleepy.
Uh-huh.
Like tired all the time. I was always tired.
Uh-huh. And how long did that last?
I think the first week. The first weekend. The first weekend is the worst because you're home.
Yeah. What do?
You can't eat. So the first weekend is the worst. But then it gets better.
Yeah. And so much of our lives, our fellowship is around food.
Yeah.
And so take that out, and it's like
it's a little bit awkward. Right. Like I'm gonna go out and I can't eat. I have to take a banana in my purse because I can't eat. So
British pack of bananas and apples. That's good. You make friends that way.
Yeah.
So now tell me, did you see a benefit in the fast?
Yes, I did. It was really good because I discovered a lot of things that the Lord was speaking to me and the process I'm walking through. And it was really good, a really good experience. So,
is it something you would do again?
Absolutely.
And would you recommend to other people to try fasting?
Yes. And it's really good to put some expectation about what's going to happen.
Yeah, what do you mean by that?
I put some things before the Lord that I was hoping to get, or answers and directions, and then I wrote it down, and in the end of the fast, I read everything I wrote, and I was surprised the kind of things the Lord responded, and some things that I realized it was not the time yet. Yeah. So it's really good to keep a record.
Yeah. That's a great tip, everyone. So she went into the fast and kind of had an expectation or goals or desires and wrote them down. That's really smart. So it kind of, you had a beginning point, and then at the end point, you can look back and see how did you do, and did those things get accomplished.
And during the fast too, everything I was listening and I was feeling, I was thinking, everything, I write it down.
So you weren't aimless.
No.
Uh-huh. And so, last question. Do you feel like you had like a magical or an incredible encounter, or did it feel as glorious as you thought it would feel?
Not really. I didn't have this like this glory came down and I was like, oh my gosh, but I was really tender.
Yeah.
So I cried a lot, but it was so, it's a different encounter.
Yeah.
It's a really tender. My heart was really sensitive.
Yeah.
It was really good.
So you sensitive, meaning you're hearing the Lord easier.
Yes.
Listening, talking.
And feeling too, you know.
Yeah.
I would just sit down and my heart was pouring out things. And
that's amazing. That's
but
good.
it was really different from what I was expecting.
Yeah.
But it was really amazing.
Yeah.
So
now, I know Marcela, and I know that she really loves chocolate and desserts and, well, just sugar. Like all types of sugar in all types of forms. So for her to give up sugar for 21 days, I call that a miracle, people.
Yes.
And so you gave up sugar, you gave up sweets, you fasted however you fasted. I'm not going to ask that. And so the result was a tender heart. That's good.
I would do it again.
She would do it again. She would do it again. She would do it again. Amazing. Okay, good. Well, thanks, you guys. Thank you, Marcela. I appreciate you joining me on my major show. This is what the Pod Queen and the Pod Queen Princess think.